Um, hello, hello again. It is me, Jaden Reddick, and I'm back for my fourth video that I've made, kind of addressing my life and how it's been thus far. Um, I think I only posted. I think I'm saying I think as if this was months ago. Yesterday, I only posted one of the videos because the other two, I was kind of going through like a sniffly phase. I still am kind of. And in the other two videos, I was just like wiping away at my nose, and it was a bunch of mucus and stuff. Y'all did not want to see that. I think even in the video that I did post, I was like wiping away and stuff, because I didn't want to like leave y'all hanging and go get tissues, and I wanted it to be genuine. Um, can't even lie. Uh, um, People say it's like hard making YouTube videos, but I think if you do it just because it like you enjoy it, I think it's really fun. Like honestly, um, I mean I'm saying this as if I'm gonna post it. I think I am, but yeah, like I made three videos yesterday. They were like, I think it took me like an hour and 30 minutes to make all three of them. It was genuinely fun. I mean, cause I didn't post it for a purpose of gaining traction, gaining views, or like making money off it. Cause fam, I have like 5 subscribers. I don't even know why they're subscribed to me. I don't do anything. Um, but yeah, it was really just for the purpose of me, addressing what I wanted to address. Because again, like I said in the other YouTube video, I don't want to keep internalizing stuff. Um, because it's gonna leave a terrible taste in your mouth at the end. Um, Again, I'm recording this on my iPad because I don't have money to um, get a better camera or whatever you need to make like high quality 4K YouTube videos. I don't got that money, fam. I got like $37 in my wallet as we speak. Um, but today I did want to address the people that influence me, the people that definitely influence me. Um, I'm probably gonna address it in multiple aspects because there's not just a definitive um, person that influences me for everything I do. I'm gonna probably talk about like family influences, people that influence me to become like that influence me to become the next physicist, like a real PhD type physicist for working for NASA. People that influence me on the daily, it's like stuff like that. Um, so I guess I can probably address family influences because I think family, you know, um, after religion, obviously after God, I think family is the next most important, right? Um, and obviously, I mean, you can safely say, I think many people can safely say, not everyone, but you know, it's like your parents are one of your biggest influences, and I can say that easily. I can say that easily. Um, my mother is a great influence on me. I'm not saying like all, and I should probably address that not every influence is a good influence, but most are. Most are for sure. Um, my mother is a great influence on me. I love her to death. After the story she's told about how she went on to protect me and stuff, it's like she's the greatest to ever do it. Like I I love that woman. I love you, mom. I do. Um, but she's fought for she was like of what she's told me. She always wanted to be like someone who worked with like the brain, like a psychology type person. Um, and through that, she kind of liked the idea, the concept of education, working for educational companies. And she did. As I'm still living today, she still works for an educational company. She did since the day I was born. Actually, no. I think when I was born, 2003, she was working for a bank. But up to what I can remember, when I was like 3, that's when she started working for educational companies. Um, and through her working for educational companies and loving the brain and how it processes stuff, um, that's kind of what she wanted for her children. She wanted her children to, kind of get their brain processes. I don't know if I'm saying that sentence correctly, but she wanted her kids to I don't know, like get more access to their brain. Um, I don't think she wanted it faster than other kids, but through educational companies and what she got from it, it's like she got to get us access to those educational websites. Websites like, I don't know if this is a common one, but like Study Island, Education City. Oh man, I hated that one. Educational City, whatever it was called, and then there was a third one, Scoop Pad. I think she's working for that now. No. She works for Scoop Pad, but Scoop Pad got taken in by ACT, the like ACT SAT, that company. So I can't. I don't know. I don't know if she works for Scoop Pad or ACT, but it's one of them, right? So she's a super educational person, and at first I kind of hated it all. I hated how uh, you know I was like 5 years old, and she would make me do these study island things and like work on math and like reading, like for 30 minutes a day. And it was like, Ma, I don't want to be reading, a first, like a second grade book at 5 years old, right? It was like first or second grade, I don't remember. But, as time went on, I became kind of decent at reading, right? I became kind of decent at math. Again, this isn't a flex. This is just how she's, influenced me and shaped my life. Um, and so, as time went on, I became really good at those subjects, or decent, at least. Because like I said, it's not a flex. I know there are thousands, millions of other kids that are way smarter than me. I don't consider myself a genius at all. I don't. Um, yeah, so as time went on, I became decent at those subjects, and I used to read those like what green sticker books at like 6 years old or whatever, like those orange sticker books, like stuff like that, where it's like the sticker determines what grade level those books are and stuff. I used to read like the ones that were like 2 grades above me or whatever. Um, and so I used to read those books. I used to like get into like multiplication at like age, I don't know, whatever, like things that just made me like uh I guess an above average student. I can just say that safely. That doesn't sound like a flex. It just sounds like what it was. I was an above average student because of my mother. Um, and I didn't know, but in hindsight, those were really good tactics that my mother. I'm saying tactics like we're in the battlefield, but those are really good. Um, I don't know the word strategies. Yeah, strategies, tactics. Those are good tactics that my mother used to make me who I am today. And people like say that you learn the good and the bad of parenting through what your parents have like done to you, something along those lines. And I definitely want to apply those same strategies to my kids when I have. She was great in that area. I like stuff like that is like really what I want to do when I become a father. um But by the way, this bucket hat's kind of crazy. I like it. I really do like this bucket hat. I just be wearing hats when I don't do anything with my hair because it's crazy. It's crazy in the hair region. But that's besides the whole point. I'm sorry. Um, what was I gonna say? She was a great parent too. Like obviously she's a great parent. Mothers are more in touch with their children, than fathers, and that's just because they have them in their tummy for 9 months. Like if I'm gonna be in her stomach for 3 quarters of the year, yeah, she's gonna have to love me, right? So she loved me, and she fought for me in plenty of ways. I can't just go into depth with everything because I don't want this video being like 50,000 minutes, right? But she fought for me, and I love her for that too. Um, and as I was the youngest child, I think she kind of coddled me a little bit. I was the youngest out of her 3 children, and she kind of coddled me a little bit. But even still, even to that, I love her for it because it's like, I mean, yes, I probably should have experienced things of my own rather than her just, guiding me through it, just holding my hand the whole time. But even still, it's like, it's I guess it was more. It was more. What am I trying to say? Like, if anything, it kind of let me know that if there's anyone I could talk to, it's her for sure. It was definitely her. So I love her for all those reasons. Um, and also, she's funny. She's very funny. I think she got her humor from me though. I'll be completely honest. I was definitely the funniest one in my family, and they all got it from me. Um, they know who they're talking to. They know who they are. My family. You know who you are. I'm really speaking about my second youngest sister or my second oldest sister and mom. They'll definitely got your humor from me. Um, but yes, she was a great influence on me. I love her to death. I just want to see her with a smile on her face, and whenever she's down, I'm down because she's the strongest person I know, and that's a fact. Mom, or my grandmother, two of the strongest people I know. Not even. Okay, just got a notification, but sorry about that. But yeah, my mother and my grandmother, two of the strongest. Not even women, just people that I know. So, um, I love her because of that. I do. Um, Now, probably the second strongest influence in my life, which is very interesting, by the way, because he's not even in my life like that, is my father. Um, so my mom and I, or my mom and the rest of her children, we split up from my dad. We left our dad. It's not the stereotype that black men leave their children. We actually left him. I'm saying we as if I had the option. No, I was like 3 years old, but my mom split up from him with her children, I guess. And we went to Rahway, New Jersey. Um, when I was like 2, 3 years old, something like that. Um, and but even still, it was like a co-parenting thing at that point. I would still go to his place, his mom's place, or I guess my grandmother's place. I'd be at his place. I'd chill, with my other brothers. It would be an amazing time. Even to this day, I sometimes I still wish that I would have lived with him. Because my life would have been completely different. I think I addressed that in my other YouTube video. Um, Although I can safely say no, I'm glad that I lived with my mother instead of him because I would not be in college at 16 years old if it wasn't for my mother. I'd be in 11th grade right now. I thank God for that. I thank my mom for that. But regardless, my dad was still an amazing person. He's still the perfect dad that I would want in life. I want to be exactly like him, except for the alcohol. you know, um, he loves his children. He doesn't. I don't think I mean, not in a bad way. He just doesn't express it as much because he's a man. He. I can see. I can kind of see through him a little bit. Um, he's trying. He tries to be a man's man. But he's clearly sensitive, just like I am. And that's the thing that I'm trying to address. Why we're so similar. Like me and my father, I'm like a carbon copy of my dad, and I haven't lived with him. I haven't like I've seen him. I've gone over his place over the summer, or the winter over winter break, but we've never lived with each other. Yet I'm almost exactly like him, and that's insane to me. Unless that's a common occurrence, that's insane to me. For example, like my mom like speaks about it almost all the time, like how I write like him, how I talk like him, um, how, and it's also interesting because my father was like a genius. Like he also went to high school at 12 years old. Graduating at 16. He didn't go to. I don't know if he went to college. He never really addressed it. I think he went to college, but he didn't finish. But regardless, like he went to college at 16. He may not have finished, but like I'm saying, like he was a genius. He was like I can safely say him and my mother were geniuses. I don't think I am, but they were. They definitely were. Um, and he's a genius. Like he has the street smarts. He has the book smarts. Like God really blessed him. I don't think dad's using it to his full advantage, but God definitely blessed him. Um, and that's amazing. But yeah, my father was a big influence on me. Um, like he was but indirectly, like he's an indirect, crazy influence. Um, and even when it's direct, like when I call him, when he calls me, like he tells me things. Like sometimes it's when he's off the when he's off the Hennessy and stuff. Like he'll go on for like hours about like how you need to live your life, and like people speak their truths when they're drunk. That's very true. He speaks his truth when he's drunk. It's not bad truth. It's just like how he lived his life and the wrongs that he went through and how I shouldn't do that. So it's like I learn a lot from him too, more in the street smarts direction. Like with mom, it was definitely educational. With dad, it was definitely like street smarts. I'm still working on it. So they were two of the biggest influences on me, uh, on the familial side. Is that the word? Family side, familial, whatever the word is. Um, in terms of like, I mean, cause I don't know. I think I might continue just like making these YouTube videos, cause I think, like I said, I think it's really for myself. I don't really care about how others look at it. Honestly, I don't. Like I'm making these because, again, I addressed this in the last video. I don't want to bore my psychiatrist. I can keep talking to myself, and this time I have a reason to do it because I'm making a YouTube video. I don't have to like talk out loud anymore, and think I'm weird because I am weird if I just keep talking out loud and I'm just hearing myself. No, I'm talking to. I can say I'm talking to an audience now. It's the audience is just me, but same difference. Tomato, tomato, potato, tomato. You know. In terms of me making videos now, though, there's plenty of influences. Um, One of the biggest influences as of right now, um, his name is Ade Hakim. I apologize if I get that name wrong, but he's a huge influence on me right now. So I've been listening to his music for quite some time. I think I say quite some time. It was really just maybe a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years by now, because it was at the end of 10th grade, uh, December 2018. Yeah, so about 2 years ago. Um, so yeah, ever since Earl dropped that tape, some rap songs, and I saw Ade Hakim on it. I started to listen to Slums, an underground rap group. I listened to Mike. I listened to his name was Six Press at the time, I think. Um, and stuff like that. And I didn't know they had YouTube channels like that, or at least Ade did. So literally, it was just a couple weeks ago, or was it a week ago? I don't even know when it was, but he dropped the video, and I kind of clicked on it because I was like, oh, this seems dope. I didn't know he had a YouTube channel where he just addresses topics and it's not music. So I was like, all right, what it like, how, what am I trying to say? I can't address words correctly, but he was just talking about his life. He was just like, it was like a journal type thing for him, and it was like, wow, you know, someone kind of like he's big. He's definitely big. He's bigger. He's more popular than I am. Someone as big as him can just make YouTube videos and just be genuine about it. Like, why can't I? So after I started watching his YouTube videos, it was like I can definitely do the same exact thing. I'm sorry. I can see myself looking in that direction because I'm looking at my face in the iPad screen. I'm looking at my face on the iPad screen. I should be looking directly into the camera. I apologize, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep this video kind of short too, because like I kind of want to send this to him, just to see how he feels about it. Because I don't know, he seems really genuine. And if you do watch this, I really do enjoy your music. I was the guy who commented, that the worldwide web tape was really good. I enjoy that, every bit of it, every bit of it. Um, yeah, it's a really good project. But he was definitely a huge influence on me. Another good influence on me was, just the regular black YouTuber crew, Corey X Kenshin, uh, Iberleezy, I guess they're well, no, RDC World, people like them. They were kind of influences on me as in like, cause before high school, I only watched like white YouTubers, and it was like, wow, this is kind of, is this really like the main demographic for YouTubers, like YouTube creators, whatever the term is. Then I started to watch like the black YouTuber crew and how they were like succeeding. It was like, wow, you can be black and still create. You can be black and still succeed on this platform. Stuff like that. So I think in terms of video making, I think Ade Hakeem, definitely him, and then just like the YouTuber, the black YouTube crew, because they run in crews. I see like their gameplays, their commentaries. It's like it's more than one of them. It's usually like like King Vader or like RDC World, stuff like that. So I think those people are definitely huge influences on why I make these videos now. I'm not saying this as if I want to succeed financially in YouTube. I don't care. I don't care about that. This is just this is video making for me because I was just watching a day's last video about how you succeed in life, and really you succeed on how you think of succession. Is that the word of success? And I consider this success, like allowing myself to speak out about the things that I kept internally in my brain for years. This is a success for me. I love every bit of this. I do. Um, I don't really have too many influences on why I want to be like um, an astrophysicist, though. I'll be honest. I don't have too many. Um, I don't have too many reasons why, because they're not really people that influence me. It's just the way that I was kind of raised and brought up. Um, and like I said, my mom, raised me up to where I was doing like these educational videos, these extracurricular I'm so sorry for the way I process my words, but these extracurricular, you know what I'm trying to say. These programs outside of school where I would have to do math and reading, and I hated reading, but I kind of liked math. So ever since I've been kind of in tune with my math skills, and I was like, all right, I really like math. Um, and then I it's very interesting. It sounds kind of weird, but one of the biggest reasons I wanted to be an astrophysicist is because I saw the movie Interstellar, one of the greatest movies of all time. I love that movie. It's my favorite movie of all time. Um, my second greatest movie, or my second favorite movie of all time, if you really want to know, is The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. I don't know why, but that movie really touched me as well. But Interstellar was a good movie. It had a great soundtrack. The concept was amazing. That like love is another dimension in itself. It's a intangible dimension in itself, and it's 5:20. So I'm kind of pushing it for the lunch on campus or for dinner on campus. So I'm like cut it short a little bit. So yeah, Interstellar was a good movie. Really liked it. Really liked every bit of it. And it was like people that worked at NASA were really focusing on this one problem, and they were working on it for like years or whatever. Um, Stuff like that. It was like, wow, this actually includes math, and I kind of like space now too. So what combines both math and space in the same thing? Astrophysics, because physics is just applied mathematics. If you really think about it, it's just math in a sense where these things really happen. Like a car and a car crash into each other. What's the amount of force, from each car or whatever, stuff like that. So I really got into astrophysics afterwards, and that's what I want to be when I grow up. I guess you can say that's the tangible success that I want. But I think the intangible success is me making these videos is already success to me. And just seeing a smile on my face, my mother's face, my father's face, and my grandparents' face. That's the real success I want to see in life. But other than that, I think I'm chilling. So those were really the influences that kind of shaped me to be who I am today at 17 years old. Um, I think it's really dope. It's really dope that um, because I was completely different. Like if I would have made this video like 4 years ago, you would get a completely different response out of me. But I think I'm really changing to who I truly am. I'm breaking out of this shell. It's like I know people's brain don't fully develop until like 21 years old, but I think I just really like who I'm becoming. I really like who I'm becoming, and yes, again, the tangible success in me is to get my doctorates, get my master's, finish out my bachelor's within these coming 3 4 years. Um, it's not really getting the degree. It's me looking to the crowd, seeing my again my parents, my grandparents smile and clap for me. Make them happy. That's really the success that I want. Um, so again, I thank them all. If I'm gonna send this video to Six Press a day. I'm really hoping that he watches it because I don't know. He seems really genuine, and it would really make my day if he sees it. If he sees it, if I might send it to Berlizzi. I mean, he has a much bigger fan base, and no malice to you, Day, if you see this, but yeah, I don't know if Berlin will see this, but if he does, that would really make my day too. So, yeah, that's really all I have, and much love, much love to everyone who sees this, including myself, because I know for a fact I'll be like the first 5 views on here, but much love to you, much love to you all. Um, I'm out. Gotta grab my dinner.